Wait, I have a question. Did you start?
Yeah, as soon as we started.
Are we gonna do like a thing, like an intro?
Oh yeah, we should.
Are we?
Can this be the intro?
Well, I think we should maybe introduce ourselves.
Yeah, this is our.
Move on.
Well, it's our first one. They don't even know how many of us are on here. Like,
Let's say right
if they're
now,
smart,
6.
they'll listen.
they'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Comment below. I don't think this is possible. We have the option to comment. Comment below to figure out how many different voices there are here.
Should we throw them off?
Pause now.
Throw them off.
Yeah, put your answer.
We'll just use different voices.
It'll be revealed later in the
I mean, I don't know about
podcast.
you, but I can try.
You can be British or something. You can be Irish.
Disgusting.
She's not.
Turning to ya.
You say,
Good day.
you tell her you can be British as though she's not by blood. Once someone has bestowed the Britishness on you, then you can be British.
Only then.
Only then. Only then. That's how the Queen actually knights people. She makes them British. Before that, they're not.
Yeah. So actually, there's only like a handful of British citizens out there.
The Crown only recognizes a select few.
Yeah. As part of the Crown.
I am
This is the other thing.
Have you been knighted by the Queen?
Yeah. My name means princess, so
Yeah, her and Queenie go way
recognition.
back.
Yeah.
Her and
Yeah, Queenie.
old Libby go way back.
Oh,
I didn't know Libby was a nickname for Elizabeth until I watched 90 Day Fiancé, and it is. We'll probably talk about this later.
I thought you were going to say like a period drama or like The Crown or anything, and then you said 90 Day
I wasn't
Fiancé.
expecting 90 Day Fiancé.
Because I'm going to tell you, ethnographers from 100 years from now will go back and watch this for cross-cultural studies.
You know what a period drama is?
Yes,
This will be a period drama.
Will be one.
Okay. Okay.
Because even when you're thinking about it, like this whole concept of meeting people online, like across the world and traveling to like marry them and everything's pretty recent. It's always happened, but now with technology.
Yeah.
Now you can go even further and get married.
You can go even further.
Okay, so are we going to introduce ourselves at some point? We probably should.
We probably should. What if we just did this at the end of the podcast? Like we waited till the last.
Anyway, so
Why don't the listeners give us names? Like, what do you think I would be? Just my general disposition. I have. There you go.
We'll keep just alluding to the fact that we will introduce ourselves and then just never do.
yeah,
Every week,
we're like Voldemort.
Every week we should
right?
look at
That's what Voldemort is.
What people upvote is what our name should be, and that's how we'll introduce ourselves the next subsequent podcast.
Yes.
So it just changes every time.
Basically.
So it changes every time.
Great.
I don't think we won't have enough listeners at the beginning to be able to.
No, we really won't. Also, they already know my name means princess.
But in what language?
But yeah, exactly.
There's so many languages and so many princesses.
Languages.
Maybe your name is Princessa. Very literal for this one.
Yeah.
So, what's new exciting in everyone's lives? How's the times being online?
Times are good. I checked the time recently, still working. Times are good.
I really hate that our oven and our microwave have different times on them.
Well, that you can fix that. It's within your
can.
control. I've personally never noticed, but
because like sometimes I'll look at the oven time, I'll be like, oh, I'm not late, and then I'll look at the microwave time, I'm like, oh shit, I'm late. I don't know, lecture, whatever. Like it's not a new thing. It's happened before.
Is this because you disassociate yourself from time?
Yes, constantly. Yeah, you don't need to know what time
is
it
meaningless to me.
Time has no real purpose for you.
Time is an illusion.
Time is an illusion.
That's true.
Time does not
That's true.
exist.
We made time. There's only two ways to perceive time, too. Whether it's centered on you and time is constant, or time is constantly moving and you're constant. It's the difference between saying, like, I'm moving this meeting up by 2 hours, and whether you say, like 2 hours from 12 is, like, 2 p.m., or if it's 10 a.m. That's the difference. It doesn't matter. Moving on. I've lost the room.
Yeah, we're gone.
Blank faces.
I thought it was cool, but I
It
guess
might
you guys
be
just
like-
aren't engineers, so.
Like profs, that's what they have to deal with every day, except for they don't even get to see the faces. They just have to like
Look at black screens. Oh.
Literally, that's what happened to my history prof. She was lecturing the first like week's lecture, and then second week she's like, I need you all to turn your cameras on because this is creeping me out. Just so she can see someone at the other end, because she was just talking to blank screens, and then that's it. So
yeah.
I get it. It's weird.
Yeah.
So now, like, a lot of people have synchronous lectures, but and you know, they can keep their camera off and cook or clean or chop wood, whatever they happen to be doing. But like for me, I have to always be there because everyone in the history department is freaked out at the notion of no one listening to them talk.
Yeah.
What does that say about us?
You guys are worried about
Oh.
shouting into the void. Meanwhile, all my professors are just
All
like,
your props too.
they're just, all they do is just like look at their own notes and say everything.
Half my profs have like want us to have their videos on. The other one's like, it takes too much bandwidth. Don't even try.
Bad. Big brain.
Yeah, like my programming course that I'm taking, the prof's like, you guys, she doesn't even put her camera on. It's just the slides. She just talks at the slides.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen like half of my profs.
All my profs will show their faces, but only a handful of them actually ask us to put our cameras on.
Mhm.
None of
Yeah.
them.
Well, how many classes do you guys have that are synchronous?
All of them.
All of them.
Well, actually,
All
no.
but one. All but two.
All but one.
4,
That
5?
one has a tutorial where we
3?
have to be online. So
All
Yeah.
of mine are.
Very
have-
differently.
I have times for all of my
Different
classes.
schools.
Yeah.
Different schools.
Different schools, different programs.
I mean, whatever the viewers choose the name to be, and I are both in business, and
Yeah.
all of my business lectures are asynchronous. The only things that I have synchronous are one history lecture and then 2 history tutorials. Everyone else is like, you know what? You do you.
All my business professors are like, you have to be here. I'm not recording the lecture. We're running this exactly like we would if we were in class. I don't record my lectures when I'm in the lecture hall, so I don't record them now. We've decided as an organization not to do it. And you're like, well, okay.
collectively, we've decided to ignore Corona.
I don't think it's my university because
as usual.
my roommate has most of hers like synchronous, and most of her business classes are synchronous. So maybe it's just mine.
It's just you. It's just you.
Just you.
It's just
my brother has a
You're
lot of
special.
asynchronous classes this semester.
He's a first year. They've got like a lot of kids to be dealing with.
Yeah. First years are not fun to deal
What?
with.
I'm not wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
There's a lot of first years, just in general. There's always a lot of first years.
It's always a lot.
then
They still have life in them. They haven't given up. They haven't dropped out. They haven't moved programs.
I've known people who've like completely switched, you know, from science to humanities or vice versa. Like I've seen a lot of switches like that. So, which I mean, good for them. I mean, like first year is kind of like that, where it's not to say it's not serious, but it's a trial run.
Yeah, it's so hard to figure out what you want to do when you're 17 and don't know what university's like. Like, it's impossible. It's not impossible, but it's really difficult to figure out unless you're really passionate about one thing. Then like first year is just trying to figure out what you actually want to do with the rest of your life. So
I think the other thing too about that is a lot of people in high school have preconceived notions of how to get into a field. And they
Mhm.
think I have to do
Oh
A,
yeah.
B, C, and D to get into this field, whereas
Yeah.
in a lot of cases it's a lot more flexible. Like you could even hypothetically not be enrolled full time and get all of the requirements for something like medical school.
Yeah, you
It's
can get, there's
possible.
so many paths to get your degree and so many paths to get where you want to be that like just choosing like which one you think is best, like it might not, I just might not pan out the way you want it to. So yeah.
It obviously depends on the profession. I think, well, I don't know, but I'm assuming engineering is a little more clear cut. Like you have to do be an engineer. But in a lot of fields like medicine, business, law, among others, you have more flexibility than you think.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a few things you really can't do. Like not everyone can be an astronaut.
Damn it. Crush my dreams, why don't you?
I could totally see you as an astronaut though.
I'm gonna just jettison myself into the sun.
I think out of all of us,
Goodbye.
just something about your character, I can see just floating in space. You're
A spaceship, just
no,
me,
in
just
a spaceship, not just among the stars. But I don't know.
Just
what is that movie?
myself.
Gravity?
Even things like fighter pilots in the army have very, very specific things, and it really kind of sucks for them because it depends on like biological things like height. If you're a certain height, you cannot be a fighter pilot. They can't be tall.
Yeah, they
So
gotta fit into the little.
Yeah, they gotta fit into the thing.
With the hood.
So when you're watching like those like Top Gun or
Rising.
something, like Tom Cruise is the only one who can actually kind of be a fighter pilot because everyone else is way too tall. Like I don't know what the cutoff is. Maybe like I don't know how
Is
tall he is.
that
Google
like
it.
a realistic movie?
No, but I'm saying
Okay.
the most realistic thing about that movie is Tom Cruise's height in relation to being a fighter.
Okay.
He's
I was gonna say, did they
people-
do their research? They're like, no actors over
No.
5'5".
No. But I think they got real planes and I think all of that stuff was
They
real.
got real planes.
No, but I mean like it's not Photoshop. Like I think they had actual army pilots fly around.
You have to be
I
between
don't know.
5'4" and 6'5".
Hey, what?
It's
So
5.
that's pretty.
Wait.
Yeah, that's pretty high.
Pretty
Like
high.
No,
That's
no.
most people.
That's every.
It's like
most of them are 40 years old. Okay, this is from, what is this? What's this website?
Oh, I see where you're.
This is from the U.S. Air Force.
Okay, so I don't
this is
know
whack.
what this is.
They just want.
Hold on, I
whoever-
have another thing. I have to convert these numbers though because I don't know what height is in inches.
Oh, I saw those numbers too. Yeah, I was like, I don't. Just divide by 12.
I'll do the math. Don't worry, Natasha.
Just divide by 12.
These two businessmen doing the math.
Okay, this
Look at
doesn't
them
make sense.
go.
Same thing. There is no way you can fit a 6'5" gargantuan and fit into that thing. Okay, it's not.
I don't
even-
think anyone who is 6'5", that's their dream. You know, I don't think anyone's like, you know what I want to do.
Basketball.
No, I just
wanna
don't think
do
it's their
this.
dream to cram into a tiny little like cockpit and be like, yeah, it's time to fly.
Yeah.
It looks really
They're
cool,
like,
guys.
roll spinning. From the
I
wait,
think
what?
it looks pretty cool.
What, fighter jets? You think they look cool?
Yeah, if I had the ability to do that, I would do that.
You
Fighter
you just gave a pep talk saying that anyone can do anything.
Yeah, why not? Just go do it. Go become a
Just-
fighter
Here's my
pilot.
explanation. I did give a clause. I said biological factors may contribute as well.
Yeah, and then we just
Time.
disproved the height thing.
Okay, but here's the other thing. If you want to be a fighter pilot, you have to have incredibly strong stomachs because that G
Okay.
is going to knock you out.
Sure.
But
You
that's
saying
something
you
you
don't?
Low
don't-
blood
that's
pressure.
something-
Hold on. My low blood pressure, I'm dropping self will not be able to handle that.
How
I
do
am
you
not
know?
built for that.
Test
I
it.
have fainted in bathrooms before. In one particular member
You
of
need a lifeguard.
before, I have dropped over nothing. You think
Our
that
mom
I'm
knows
going
about
with
it.
the speed and momentum of a I'm built different. I can't believe it's telling me 6'3".
5, actually.
Ridiculous. Sorry, 6'5". This is
So,
ridiculous.
Just accept that you're wrong.
Someone
I do
has
it every
written
day.
on this form. Someone has written on this form that at 6'1" they were finding themselves too crammed.
Okay, but that doesn't mean they said they got kicked out because they were too tall.
That doesn't mean you can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
They said it was uncomfortable. They didn't say
This is a
My-
recent change. Hold on. This is a recent change. This was announced in 2020.
So in
This
Top
is all
Gun,
like, this is not true. I would like to know.
so it was shorter when Top Gun was made, but
Yes, Top Gun was made.
it changed to be more inclusive of the people that were in Top Gun.
they changed it for Top Gun.
Yeah.
I actually want to see where the old. Let's see World War II. Let's see what they were, how big tall they were in World War II. Very accurate.
Tom Cruise is wild.
Tom Cruise do be wilding.
We could talk about him for a bit.
Scientology had us, so get out of here.
We got recruited to Scientology, technically speaking.
What?
We
We
more
did
just
get
got, like, a
recruited to
pamphlet.
Scientology.
You have
No,
to
not even. We got a little card.
Oh, okay, wait, I found this thing. So it says candidates who do not meet the Air Force's height requirements are able to apply for height waivers and still become pilots since modern aircraft seats can adjust to practically any height.
Well, now they have money and they can adjust their chairs, but let me tell you, Tom Cruise cannot adjust his.
So
We'll
now
go back to that. I have to find this, but tell us your Scientology story.
Oh,
It's not
that's,
much of a story.
that's it. That's the story.
Where did you get this card from?
In the mail. We get
Yeah.
a lot of things in the mail.
Oh,
So Scientology's trying to get some uni students, and I mean, I'm about it.
would you join?
No. But that's just because I think I'm God, so it just doesn't, it clashes with my own beliefs. So it's just, yeah. I founded my own religion, actually.
well,
What
you
is
need a
that?
certain amount of followers. Hold on, this is a Google thing.
How many followers to be a religion?
Wasn't it a small number, like?
I think
say,
like
2.
10 to 20. That's my prediction, but
All
I
right.
could be
How
wrong.
many followers do you need to make a religion? WikiHow. How to start a religion with pictures.
Perfect. I need the pictures.
So the
Step by step.
sentence is, have you ever felt dissatisfied with existing religions? Have you ever become fed up with the lack of tolerance within many existing religions? If you're inspired to start your own religion, there you go. So
I thought you were going to say, have you ever been fed up with your own existence? And I was going to be like, yes,
Yeah.
constantly, all the time.
all right, so apparently you have to plan your religion.
Plan it.
How
Okay,
much
I can pan this
detail
out.
needs to be in there?
I don't know, develop a cosmology. So you have to explain all
how the
things.
universe was created.
Yeah, how the universe was created, where you're gonna go when you die, who's
Yeah.
God, what you have to do to get to
Not
the.
going to die. I created the
names.
universe.
Yeah, but like your followers will die.
No, they won't. Not if they come to
Oh
my
my
religion.
God.
So how do you achieve immortality?
By paying me a lot of money. You might say it's a cult, but they're achieving real inner peace with my methodology.
Is it like the only difference between a cult and a religion is a cult is exploitative?
Yeah.
What is
Well,
it?
no, there were 3 things that it had. But I don't
Okay,
remember.
this is my Google. Just
Oh, this is like
give
a
me-
multi-step process of how to start a religion.
At what point do I get to get the tax benefits?
Yeah, there's a whole legal thing you have to go through.
Yeah, I would assume you
Apply
there
for a
is.
certificate.
Can we make all the holidays on exam days, so therefore we never have to take exams?
Are you part of my religion now?
It could be, if that's part of the religion.
I'll think about it.
What would you name your religion?
TBA.
That's the name of the religion, or that's
Yeah.
TBA is the name of the religion, or our
TBA.
faces? interesting.
Because then your followers will be like, you know, what happens when I die? And you'll be like, TBA.
Exactly. Marketing.
Some things say that you only need one, i.e. yourself, and then other things say that you need 12.
Well, probably for yourself,
For
you could
tax
create-
reasons,
you need
you'll
12.
need 12 people, but
anyone could start your own religion.
anyone can start a religion.
I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking about starting when I was like 12.
Now you will have to expand on that point.
Well, it
You
wasn't.
can't leave us hanging with when I was 12, I was fooling around with some.
Well, it was like I was basically at a point in my life where I was reading Percy Jackson and was like, oh well, like that was a religion at one point. Who's to say I can't create the next religion?
Oh,
That's just
Jackson was not a religion. I would
no,
not.
no, like the Greek, the Greek gods. I meant the Greek gods.
Percy Jackson, that was a religion at one point. I was like, what?
Percy Jackson was a religion. I mean, to me, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The Greek gods, I meant. And I had recently just gotten a necklace that was
religion.
an owl. And I was going to base the entire religion on this owl. And I had nothing else dictated, and then I gave up on it.
He was like, too much work.
I think I wrote down somewhere, like, the beginnings of it, but I'm like, wow, like, nah, nobody's going to listen to me, so.
I like how it wasn't just like, no, this isn't a good idea. So no one will listen to me. It wasn't like, I don't think I can create a religion. You thought you could. You just think people would follow you.
Cults are scary.
Yeah.
Cults are freaky.
Mm-hmm.
Not mine. I mean,
I don't know.
Yours is a religion, not a cult, so.
yeah, sorry.
I wonder. So is that the difference between them? Is just one's exploitive, the other one isn't?
No, there's three main differences. It's explained on Netflix. They have a little episode of Cults Explained, and they say the three main differences is like one is exploitive, and then I don't remember the rest because am I about to look it up? Who knows?
Yeah, you are.
I said who knows?
I've heard of. Well, I don't know. Like the city where I go to uni, there was whispers when I was in first year that there was some cult going on around there that would approach people in the parking lot, and you should, like, if someone approached you talking about this specific organization, you should just like get in the car and drive away because it was something related to human trafficking.
So one of them is you have a single unquestioned leader. But like in a religion, you have like plurality, where it's like you have like the God, the popes, and whatever.
Isn't God in like a lot of religion the unquestioned leader?
Yeah.
I'm looking at a not credible source, so.
Okay. Because like it's not like you worship the Pope.
But it's like, but God is like an unknown, as like beyond human. Like for cult, it's like a person. There's like one person that's alive.
There was.
Well, they don't always call themselves people, though.
Then they're closer to a religion than a cult.
Well, there is a cult that believed that, like this. Oh, I can't remember it. There's something where like it was like a doomsday cult, and they waited for the comet to come, and they believed when I don't know if it was Halley's comet, some famous comet goes in the sky, that's like the rapture happening. So they all like committed suicide in hopes that their bodies would or their souls would transfer onto the comet and lead them away to some kind of paradise afterlife.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Parks and Rec. There was that one episode where there's like a cult leader that wanted the park for like, but he needed like permits to get the access to the park for their reckoning, and it was funny.
Like a cult will like cut you off from society.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And like they'll rush you to join Their leaders, their higher power. They control rather than guide. And then they make it impossible to trust fellow followers.
Just no one, not even yourself. Wow. So then, is Scientology a religion or a cult?
Well, it's recognized as a religion, but people, it's widely like believed that it's just a cult. Yeah.
You should ask Tom Cruise.
He'll say it's a religion.
We'll DM him.
Yeah, just
like,
hit me up, Tom, if you're listening out there.
Podcast. We have 2 questions. 1, what is the fighter pilot height restriction? 2, Scientology. He's like, do you guys want to join? And I'm like, no, hold on.
Well, answer my questions first. And then
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, Tom. Don't worry.
Whenever I hear about Tom Cruise, so I'm changing the topic completely. I remember like the one time I saw a fact that was basically like his teeth don't split in the middle. It's just it's just one tooth is in the middle. Yeah.
But he got that changed.
Yeah, he had his like the center of his face.
His shit rocked.
Tooth. Yeah, instead of just the divide.
I gotta Google this.
It was wild.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I'm looking.
Oh my god.
Right?
Oh, everything is shifted.
Everything shifts. Dental
That's just what Scientology does to you.
You think Scientology shifted his teeth?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yes. He got surgery and got it changed.
Yeah, he very clearly got it fixed, but jeez.
Yeah. So that's a fun fact that
That's
a
like
little tidbit.
better from the side.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's been a long time talking about Tom Cruise.
Yeah. I don't.
Almost too long.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Brad Pitt. Let's change the actors.
We don't need to talk about any actors.
You don't need to talk about actors.
Brad Pitt's teeth. Does he have something weird with his teeth too? That was the first result.
Nice teeth.
I think that's just a weird fetish.
What?
It is.
Brad Pitt's teeth. I think that's just a weird fetish.
I'm sure someone fetishizes.
WebMD has a.
There's a
I think
fetish
it's
for
a
everything.
quiz. Is this a quiz? Recognize the celebrity smile
Okay.
on WebMD.
No, thank you.
MD.
No,
WebMD on WebMD.
No, thank you.
There's 27.
Oh, Brad Pitt's teeth comes up because apparently he chipped his tooth to play whoever he was in Fight Club.
That's a good movie.
Like on purpose though. He like voluntarily chipped.
That hurts.
Method acting.
Why did he commit to the pit so hard? He really didn't have to do that.
I mean, that's their livelihood. Like, if you're gonna make movies, you might as well put 100% into it to be and it works for him. He's a very well-established actor.
I guess, but he really did not have to do
like,
that.
you see, some of the method acting people go to. There was, I think it was Christian Bale. He dropped to like almost 110 pounds or something for a movie. Like, he was skinny, just for a movie. And then another movie, he gained like 80 pounds.
That's just not healthy.
It's not healthy, but I mean,
for why? They really don't. No one's like,
it's a work of art. You want to commit to the art of making a movie like that.
Yeah.
The last movie I saw, new movie, was probably Sonic the Hedgehog. So I really don't think they need to commit to the bit so hard.
You think Jim Carrey didn't commit to that bit?
Jim Carrey committed to
Jim
the bit.
Carrey played himself though. Like, honestly, he just did whatever the hell he wanted and then just.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want it any other way though. That's all I really wanted out of him being in Sonic was to do Jim Carrey.
What's the last new movie I watched?
Pre-corona times.
I know. The last movie I watched in theaters was actually probably Sonic, but I've watched new movies recently, like just not,
Pirating?
No.
In my good household?
No, like like new stuff on Netflix and stuff. I think my family rented a couple movies as well, so they actually paid the price to watch the movies. Oh, I
Okay.
watched that movie Tom Hardy is in about what's his face.
About what's his face?
Al Capone.
Yeah, that was weird. I didn't like that one. Not gonna lie.
I like Tom Hardy though.
I like Tom. I
do
love
like
Tom.
Hardy.
I love Tom Hardy. That movie.
Like my guy.
I have like nightmares about it now.
Interesting. When did you see this movie?
Recently, it's a new movie.
Okay, so you're getting nightmares from a movie as a 20-year-old. Got it. Jot that down.
What like put you off about it? Is it the makeup?
No, it's specifically the scene. He's having a nightmare about a child drowning, and then he shits himself.
That's so funny.
Wait, so is your nightmare that you shit yourself?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just I think about it sometimes, and it freaks me out.
I think about it sometimes.
It's just like stuck in my head, you know. It's one of those scenes that I'm like, I never want to be that. But
So,
You have a nightmare about Tom Hardy's, but Al Capone's nightmare.
yeah.
Inception. Kind of.
oh,
The
man.
latest
It's actually what Inception was based off of.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the latest movie I watched. Well, I watch a lot of movies because I'm a little bit of a buff, but it was a really good movie actually. It was called Searching. It's on Netflix, and the whole movie is as if you're looking at a laptop screen. There's nothing beyond that. So it's filmed in a cool way. So you kind of see the actors if they have their like FaceTime open or a camera open or something, right? Or you can see chats they have with people. It's cool. So the premise is he's a single father. He has one daughter, and the wife passed away from cancer when like a few years ago. So they're kind of reeling from that. And one day the daughter goes missing, and like just off the grid, right? Like he can't find her. So the whole movie is like it's the search for his daughter, but it's cool because you see or you hear telephone calls between him and the detective, or you see him looking up, like on a GPS, her last location and stuff. And it's a really good movie. Really liked it.
So I opened my Netflix to see what I've been watching recently, and I haven't watched like a serious show in a long time.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Wars.
I've got like a lot of like anime just because I start animes without finishing them, and then like all like comedies and rom-coms. So
Did
that's
you
where
ever
I'm
finish
at.
IQ?
No, I've still got that. It's like my most recent watch though. So,
It's a good show.
it is. I do enjoy
It's about
it.
to end.
Yeah. One of my friends actually read the manga, so she's really excited to see it.
Those manga readers, different breed.
You're a manga.
Shut up. Only ones I really need to know. Only ones that make me.
I see.
I don't know. The same night I watched that movie Searching, so my roommate and had her boyfriend over, and they're like, oh, like give us a movie suggestion. We don't know what to watch. And I was like, well, do you like horror? I really like horror. And they're like, oh yeah, we love horror. And I'm like, you should watch Hereditary. And I don't think anyone here has watched Hereditary. You'll watch it. You'll watch it.
I won't.
It's such a fun trip because it's not your like
horror people.
but it's not your like slasher movie like someone runs after with a knife.
That's worse.
Oh, this is worse. This movie,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
so psychological.
Why are you making me watch this?
So I give them the suggestion. I give them like a premise. And then they're like, okay, cool, let's watch it. So the three of us watch it, and I'm just sitting there. I know what's happening. And these two, like,
You're
by
a sick person.
the end of the movie, are both, like, watching. Like, my roommate just full out gave up on watching. She's just, like, face down in the couch. Her boyfriend's, like, kind of watching it, but like he's like freaked out too. It was a lot of fun to watch.
You're a sick person.
And it's a movie where like there's so many little background details too. So like they have a big thing with like corners in that movie. Like they'll just have the camera pan and something will be in the corner, but it's not like a dun, right? It's like quiet and you just see it, right? Which makes it freakier. Like you notice
Like
it.
whenever I walk into the kitchen and you don't see me, and then all of a sudden you see me.
Do you mean every time you walk into the kitchen?
It's literally
Yeah, I get spooked enough in real life. I don't need some.
I'll be
fucking
watching with them, and I'll be like, hey, with the corner, and they'll see something in the corner. They're like, oh fuck, and then I'm just like, yeah.
You're a terrible person.
Oh, it's the best thing in the world. But hey, I also have the courage when someone tells me to watch a movie to watch it with them if it's a horror movie, and I know I'll be freaked out.
Yeah,
but
you like them.
horror movies.
Like that's not like a courage thing.
Why
That's
do
like
you
you just. That's like, oh, I would love to watch a movie with you. That's not like that's not.
Some of the good ones though, like they don't even have to be like jump scare horror. Some of them are just really well thought out.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the worst ones.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that fuck with your brain and make you think about it.
Don't you like thinking about things like that?
Night.
No, I want an escape from reality when I watch things.
Yeah.
I hate thinking. I hate my own brain.
Okay, engineering.
Yeah, I get enough of that in my
So
day
you
to
could never
day.
be- So you could never be like a philosophy major.
Disgusting.
Oh my god. I'm the greatest thinkers.
No,
You know, a lot of
I
philosophy
don't need that.
and basic mathematical principles, just so you know.
Pardon?
I said a lot of philosophers are the ones who invented mathematical principles.
Okay, cool for them, but like I'm different.
How are you gonna start your own religion if you're not philosophical in thought? Because cult leaders kind of are. Okay, religious leaders kind of are.
What?
Her
Oh
whole
my
thing.
god, that's the McDonald's cup.
I thought
That
it
was
was
like freeze
hilarious,
McDonald's glass.
I thought it was hilarious if I drank water from a Coca-Cola glass.
Yeah, really funny. I can't. That's the one you got from McDonald's. You still have it.
Did you throw yours out?
I don't know where mine went.
I hope you have it. It's like
I doubt it. I bet it's broken. It's so funny.
we don't have barbarians in my household who destroy glass.
You're talking to the girl who like dropped a little like shot glass of like like the Costco tiramisu stuff.
Yes.
The glasses. I
still
dropped that and it didn't shatter, so I was like, oh, look at this. And then my eldest brother took it from the top shelf and just threw it. And to be fair, it didn't break when he threw it. When it rolled off a chair, it then shattered all over the floor. So I mean,
It's like, so my one friend, she saw this TikTok where there's some kind of like bottle
Crown
of
Royal.
Crown Royal, and if you throw it on the ground, apparently it doesn't break.
Mm-hmm.
So she sends me a video. She's like, okay, I'm gonna try it out. Watch. She throws it, and it obviously smashes into pieces.
Oh my god.
But she didn't tell me she was trying, and I didn't know about this TikTok before. So all I have is a video of her like, okay, let's do this. And then so I messaged her back, and I'm like, are you good? Like, what is this behavior? She's like, it's like the TikTok. It didn't work. And I was like, well, yeah, you threw a glass bottle at the ground. Like, you expected
No,
me.
but like in the TikToks, it's so convincing. Like he goes from like different heights and shit, and it doesn't break. I don't know what it is about his Crown Royal bottle, but was hers full, or at least tell me
It was empty. It was empty. She didn't waste.
Okay, good.
Alcohol.
Because like apparently, so apparently then somebody told him that like the Bombay sapphire, I guess, is like it's the same thing where it doesn't shatter. So we went and he tried it and it shattered. And he's like, guys, and then they're like, no, it has to be empty because the first time it was full. And so we went and did it again. And this time empty, and it shattered again.
Oh my goodness.
any thoughts?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, with the
if it's plastic.
I think it's like you can't. like I don't know how it works
I
with
feel
the
like it
Crown
has
Royal
to
law.
be made of plastic. Like it can't be real.
I don't know.
Come on, engineering, tell me.
I mean, or you just edit the video.
Or you just edit the video.
Like you pretend to throw the first time and just kind of like film it rolling or like whatever. Obviously not.
I mean, maybe it
it was
depends
a
on
throwing it.
temperature.
Yeah.
You could
It
like
could,
heat up the bottle before.
and it might be the way he's throwing it down, like so with the round side as opposed to the flat side. I don't know if that changes anything. I'm not in engineering.
I'm an engineer, and technically I am learning about this right now in my material science course about tensile strain and stress and elasticity and materials. But Sarah knows. Sarah's there. Sarah gets it.
You mean
Fucking
vanilla?
tau and E and epsilon.
Um,
I'm just getting there, baby. That's where I'm at.
no, I left it behind. Now I am all biology. Let's go.
Disgusting.
Bro, the biochem really just dropped the chem and went with bio this year. I don't know. Yeah,
They do that,
that's
though.
my life. Yeah, surprisingly did a lot better in phys chem than I thought I was gonna do, but still rough. Still rough.
My phys chem prof is the worst. He's terrible.
Oh,
He's
gosh.
just bad.
Oh,
Any fun stories?
I'm on Reddit looking at the Crown Royal.
Explanation.
Anything interesting?
No, nothing
Oh,
about the
the
sun.
heart.
Now I'm just looking at TikToks
All right.
that are
Could
on
we
Reddit.
focus on the task at hand? I've given you like my mostly undivided attention.
I had ended up on the Pinterest, the Crown Royal Pinterest.
They
just
have a
people.
Pinterest?
No, not officially. Not that I know of, but just like
what a
like,
weird one
like-
to have.
like the tags of just Crown Royal and just people doing Crown Royal things.
Who's putting that on their Pinterest board? Like
I don't know.
See it. Someone's making
Pinterest.
yeah, Pinterest. Someone's making like a bad boy board, and they would. Okay, you know what? Like a lot of boards exist. I really like.
Can't
Pinterest.
talk making my bad
Love.
boy board.
I
Pinterest is so
love
relaxing.
Pinterest. Yeah, it's
It
so
is
nice.
such like just visual therapy, really. Just you going through things. They're so aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, but my Pinterest personally is all just like room decorations and like artistic tattoos that you could
I
possibly
have a lot
get.
of like outfits.
Yeah, but it's not alcohol. There's no alcohol on my.
But like people.
That's not your
will do that.
aesthetic.
But people will do that for their aesthetics. Like, you know, someone might perceive like an
Yeah.
aesthetic where you need some Crown Royale.
Yeah, it's very
I can
purple.
see it.
I'll say that. That's the,
It's like Tumblr. You think they don't do that on Tumblr?
True.
I think
You know
anything
how
could
many
happen.
bad boy aesthetics they have on Tumblr?
Sure, but Tumblr's a different.
It's black and red.
On Tumblr.
It's fishnets. It's skateboards. It's those chunky shoes whose name escapes me now. And booze.
Fila's?
What?
Fila's?
No.
Martins?
The chunky shoes.
Like boots.
Doc Martens.
They like combat boots. I'll just put it combat boots. I don't know.
Doc
It doesn't
Martens.
matter.
Doc Martens. I went a totally different direction.
Well, some-
You
Somehow-
did.
Combat boots.
Cool.
Actually, I wouldn't say Doc Martens are combat boots. They're like hipster shoes. Maybe I associate Doc Martens with hipsters because this one person I went to high school with always wore them, and she was very hipster, and they were like patterned ones too.
Oh.
Never noticed.
Yeah.
You
so-
considered her a hipster, did you?
Uh,
Because I feel like
kind of. No.
she was a
Maybe she was on a
more,
different wavelength.
like in the sort of jock prep goth and other one. What
Nerd.
is it? Nerd.
Nerd.
I feel like she's more jock and prep.
Okay, that's fair, but she was like kind of edgy.
No.
She had an
No,
attitude problem.
not really. For our school, maybe. For real life, no.
Yeah, for those of us who went to public school, no.
I would just say that the style of shoes she wore with the pattern of shoes she wore was hipster.
Sure. Okay.
We also had uniforms, so I mean,
Well, there was casual days. So
Who remembers those?
I do, because
They were
everyone
very
went hard.
distinctive, yeah.
Everyone went so hard.
A blur.
I remember in grade 8,
There, but
I remember like the first like dress down day and being like, whoa, that's what people wear in real life, like wild.
yeah. But I don't know. The alignment thing. So where would we fall on that? On the
Oh, what's
jock, prep, nerd.
I'm a nerd goth. I
Goth?
feel like I'm definitely a nerd goth. Are you kidding me?
I probably nerd prep.
Me?
I'm me.
Oh,
I'm talking about myself, yeah.
Just straight prep.
I don't know, it's a nerd prep. Probably farther on the nerd side than the prep side, but I would not describe myself as goth.
Oh. I have to pull it up now.
Yeah, I have it pulled up.
I feel like I'd just be straight up nerd.
You can be. That's the whole thing with the alignment chart.
Yeah. Maybe a little prep, but just a little bit.
Just a dash.
Yeah,
Just a sprinkle.
just a bit. Oh my gosh.
Just a hint.
I have a friend and he can't handle hot sauce at all. Like he got a lot better, but when I first met him in first year, he could not handle hot sauce, and we would order Laziz all the time. And I love spicy things, right? So I will get like level 5 hot Laziz and like live in the spice. And so we would always tease him like, "Oh my gosh, you're so weak," blah 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 blah. And then one day he ordered Laziz on Uber Eats, and usually he gets like no spice at all. And then that day we were like, yo, you should like try spice. And so he wrote like in the comments, could I have just like 1 dot of hot sauce, just like a smidgen, like just a little bit, okay, thanks. And then he got it, and it was literally just 1 dot, like 1 dot, like this big of hot sauce on his Laziz, and it looked so sad. Oh my gosh. Whenever I hear the phrase, just a smidgen, just a little, I'm just reminded of that image of a whole box of Laziz and 1 dot of hot sauce.
Now I'm hungry.
I usually get Laziz with no spice, but then if I want spice, then I'll do like 1 line. That's my.
Can't live without the spice. Gotta get those 3 lines going.
We do an outro?
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, guys. Just in case you didn't know, I didn't want to be here in the first place. Bye.
Subscribe.
Leave
a comment for what you think our names are. I think next episode we'll probably actually disclose them, although we like 5 times.
Well, you can do what you want. I'm out here just
vibing.
Anyways, thanks for vibing and keeping it tight.
Keep on vibing.
Remember, never make assumptions. Always ask questions.
I have the rules right here.
Oh, perfect. Read them out. Never assume.
Always wear protection. Question everything. Don't ask questions, and don't worry about it.
Anyways, we're running out of time here, so.
Thanks
for the pilot episode. The fighter pilot.
The pilot.
Yeah, hopefully you guys liked it and liked hearing us talk. It's
Guess
weird
what our names are. Guess how many of us there are. I'd love to hear it.
It's weird to say bye. It's weird to say bye to people that don't exist yet. So I think that's why we're struggling so much with this outro. We will get better as time progresses.
Sure.
So hopefully we will. But yeah, bye everybody.
Bye. Catch you on the flippy tip.
See you soon.